Hey everyone, welcome back. I hope everyone is doing well. Today we are going to do a flip through of my 2024 planners. There are 4 of them, technically, kind of mostly 3, but there's a 4th one that we are squeezing in at the very end of the year. The first planner we're going to look at is this one. And this one, the cover is a hardcover from Happy Planners Work Life series. Just the cover is their work life or work plus life. The insides are also Happy Planner, but not the work life series. The inside is a hourly planner, the hourly planner from the Happy Planner, but not their work life series. It's just their hourly layout. And I sort of started in January 2024, but as you can see, it's kind of empty. This is from when I was experimenting working out of this planner. Before this planner, I was using a generic brand appointment book. So I think technically it would be an appointment book. It didn't have a monthly section or anything like that. It was just an appointment book for, anyone who needs one. Like they make them for hair salons or medical offices. That's what I was using, and I really liked them. But I wanted something more fun, and that is when I wanted to try Happy Planner hourly. And this hourly planner goes from 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. There is a little space for some tasks and some space at the very top for whatever you want. The sidebar has a little note section, 2 note sections, a little habit section, and a focus section. So I mostly started having fun with decorating the monthly. And then I started trying to see if I would like using the hourly. I didn't use their, whatever these pages are. This page says set goals for the month. And here it says things to follow up on. And this looks pretty cool actually. I think I would probably use this page, maybe, but I just have another way of writing my to-dos. And so we flip through January, and I'm doing a little bit more every week. This is the currently page for this layout, and I wasn't using it. Here's February 2024. I'm now experimenting using some box labels, box stickers. Still trying to figure out if I like working with this. Here is really the first time I had a little more fun with the hourly portion of it. This is the last week in February, first week in March. And I had fun. I was still in the process of figuring out how I wanted to use this planner, if at all. But by this time, I'm kind of feeling like, yeah, I think I want to stick with it. I was using the top for temperature readings for the weather, and that was because I remember thinking that we were having some really warm days for it being the end of February. We had a 54-degree day, 63, 63, 43, 48, 55, 66. That was lovely. I remember thinking that is, this week is nice and warm. I want to document it, Here was my attempt at using the currently page, and I had fun with it. Here is March, and I started gluing down some horoscopes that I was finding from Chani Nicholas, an astrologer that I like. I'm still not using these pages, and I never did. I never used these pages at all. Let me make a little more room. Okay. Yeah, I never used them. Here is the first week in March. This was my birthday week. I was trying to figure out how I like to color code or label my session, my client sessions. And here I started trying some washi tape, and I remember not being a huge fan of the teeth marks that I had my washi tapes on a washi dispenser that kind of looked like a tape dispenser, you know, with the little teeth at the end. And I wasn't a huge fan of that. And then I found some stickers that I tried using for sessions here. I liked that a little better. This is one of my favorite spreads because I'm still, not a huge fan of how I'm decorating because I was still trying to get the hang of using the book at all. So decorating was really on the back burner. But I really like the sticker book that I used for this. It was this darker themed floral and probably from a Hobby Lobby sticker book. Here is the end of March. This was my second attempt at a currently page, and I kind of overdid it with the blacking out, using the black washi tape to black out, big sections. But I love the black and white theme. The black and white flowers are beautiful. Here is April. Here I decided to stick with the washi tape as my way of color coding my therapy sessions. I started paying a little more attention to my decorating, a little bit. Here is my May 2024 currently page, and I was using, I think, the same dark floral sticker book, but I picked out some blue flowers and paired it up with some blue washi tape that looks beautiful. Some butterflies. I was reading Crescent City, House of Earth and Blood. I ended up really loving the whole series. Here's May 2024. Here, I decided that I really did not like the hourly layout that went from 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. So I printed out my own my own time blocking columns that started at 8 a.m. and went to 9:30 p.m. I printed it out on copy paper, printer paper, and I used a tape runner to stick to the insert, to the Happy Planner insert. And I loved this way more. This was when I thought that I had decided that Happy Planner did not make the hourly layouts that worked for me. And so I kind of thought that I could do this long term. Printing out my own hourly columns and gluing them in every week. But I did do this for a couple weeks, but then I decided that I really did not want to continue doing this for the whole year. I was not going to be patient enough to do this for a whole year. But I did do this for several weeks. I love aliens, you guys. Love aliens. So I did this through May 2024, the end of May 2024. And then I thought, nope, not sustainable long term. I need to get a different planner. While I figured out what planner I wanted to get next, I went onto the Passion Planners website and I printed out their free planner printables. This is June 2024. I ended up taking out the rest of my Happy Planner inserts, so June through December 2024, and I sold them on a buy, sell, trade planner Facebook page. So from the Passion Planner website, this is the planner that I downloaded from them. They have a weekly hourly layout that is fantastic. Their hourly columns are the top 3/4 of the page. They start at 6 a.m. and go down to 10:30, which is amazing. And then they give you some blank space down here to do whatever you want with it. And on the left-hand side, they give you 2 columns where you can do a personal to-do list and a work to-do list. They give you a little sidebar where it gives you some prompts. Here it says good things that happened this week. And I did this for a month or 2, I think. And even though I liked it, I didn't think I liked it enough to buy the actual planner from them. They sell this in a hard and soft bound planner book. They sell them dated and undated. I love Passion Planner. I think they're fantastic. But I didn't love the layout enough to buy a whole planner book of them. So I just used these for a few weeks. Here I had a lot of fun decorating this page because I used stickers from a Five Below sticker book where you got to color in your own stickers. So that was a lot of fun. A llama page. I love llamas, and they're just super cute. They give you an inspirational quote too on the sidebar. And this was, I think, the last week I used. Yeah. So I used this Passion Planner layout through the end of June 30th, 2024. And when I stopped at using this planner, this layout at the end of June, that was because I bought this planner. This beautiful Hello Kitty cover planner from Erin Condren. It's a 7x9 or thereabouts, coiled, beautiful coil, very good quality planner, good quality paper. It's 80-pound paper. And here is what we have. I used this section as a future planning section for conferences and workshops. I didn't end up going to all of them, but I wanted to be able to look and see conferences coming up. I don't think I went to any. It came with a stencil that I didn't use. And here is what I did not like about Erin Condren, which is probably what everybody likes about Erin Condren. I do not like the 1 month on 2 page. The Happy Planner does that too. I think a lot of planners do, because I think most people probably want the space that you get from putting 1 month on 2 pages. I don't need that much space, so I found the 2-page layout for monthlies to be just a lot of space that never got filled in. So this is an hourly layout that goes from 7 a.m. to 7 p.m., just like Happy Planner actually. But they give you an extra horizontal space at the very bottom that allows you to either have the column go up to 8 p.m. or, for you to do anything you want with it. It gives you a fairly versatile sidebar where I did some tracking for some to-dos. I was color coding using highlighters, and I love the size. I like the size a lot, but I did need something that gave me more of a time variation. I thought 7 to 7 was really not for a typical workday. It probably is fine, and I don't usually have any work after 7 p.m. But it's not that I need the later hours to put work related stuff into. Is that I wanted to be able to look at my week and be able to see a whole day, you know, to be able to visualize a whole day. And this wasn't doing it for me. Here is July, end of July 2024. We go into August, another very empty month. They have a currently page on the back of the month, and I was experimenting with some printable stickers that I found. I was testing. I had just gotten a Silhouette machine, and I was testing the cutting for it, but I never actually did a currently page here either. Not really. Here we go into July 2024. These stickers are all from Five Below sticker books. I wish I hadn't used these stickers in this book, because I ended up not liking the book and not continuing to use it, and these were probably my favorite stickers ever. These dog stickers and doggy stamp. Here is September 2024, and I think this might be the last month that I used this planner. August. Oh, that was the end of August, beginning of September. September. Yeah, September was the last week I used this in. This is what it looks like unwritten in, not decorated in at all. It's very functional, right? It looks very, very, very functional, and it is, but just not quite what I wanted for myself. I think the sidebar is really nice, that they just give you lines to write in. I love the little monthly view at the very top. Those do come in handy for me. And here is October. I started pre-planning in October, but I never actually finished planning or anything. Yeah, so that was it. I just used July through September in my Erin Condren. But look at what I have left. I have left all of October, November, December, January, December 2024, January 2025, and then I have the rest of the year in 2025 left in this planner. At the very end, you get some stickers, beautiful stickers. You get a pocket folder with some more stickers. Oh no, these are Happy Planner stickers that I stuck in there, I think. Yeah. And more stickers here. I never used these because I couldn't figure out how. They weren't quite the right size for the hourly slot, so I didn't understand what they were supposed to fit in. So I didn't use them. And then the very back cover. So since I used 10% of the planner, I do not want it to go to waste. I thought that perhaps I could just store it, and then if for some reason I decide that I want to give this another try in the future, I could. I would just bring it back out and redate and give it another go, but I'm not gonna want to. I mean, chances of me feeling the urge to want to try to use this book again is very, very, very low. And if I really did want to use it that much again, I would probably just go back on their website and buy another one that was didn't have more than a year in here in case I gave up on it again. So what I think I'm going to do with this is I think I'm going to sell it on that buy, sell, trade Facebook group again. I am going to probably keep my cover, right? Well, see, these covers are removable, but they are made for a coil planner or a coil notebook. But since I was able to customize it enough to be able to pick my own cover, I should probably take the cover off and sell the rest of the planner. Oh, and yank off the couple months that I did use, tear them out, and then sell the rest of the planner for. I'm gonna have to research what used Erin Condren planners are going for. I do not intend to make a profit out of it. These are kind of a pain in the butt to put back on, huh? These covers. Well, I'm going to take the cover off anyway, but there we go. Yeah, I do not intend or want to make a profit out of this. I just want it to not go to waste. I want someone else to be able to enjoy it, because someone will. Erin Condren has a whole cult out there, right, that love the brand and everything about it. So someone else will enjoy this planner, and this planner deserves to be enjoyed, and whoever ends up with it deserves to enjoy it. So that is what I am going to do with this. My next planner that I used in 2024 is this one, and this is a letter size / big size Happy Planner. And I started using this after I gave up on my Erin Condren. And since I went through Happy Planner inserts for a weekly hourly, and I didn't like it, and then I tried Passion Planner hourly, weekly layout, and I didn't like it, and then I tried the Erin Condren hourly, weekly layout, and I didn't like it. I thought, I guess I just need to make my own in order to like something. And that's what I did here. So this is a Happy Planner cover, Happy Planner discs, and inside, this is what is going on. I have a pocket folder that I yanked off of a 5-star notebook, and I hole punched it using my Happy Planner disc punch and stuck in here, and it did a really good job staying in here. I thought it was going to be really, it does feel, it's a very soft, flimsy plastic, but it did stay in here. It only comes off when I take it off. So here is a pocket folder from a Happy Planner and another pocket folder from 5-star that I hole punched to fit in here. And this is in my way. And then here I have ARC brand dividers, and the dividers work perfectly fine as dividers should, but I would probably not buy these again. I think, and tell me if I'm wrong, but I think Staples might be discontinuing their ARC brand, because last time I went in there to look for ARC stuff, it was all on clearance, and I am thinking they might be getting rid of it, but I don't know. This is also ARC brand notebook paper. And in this first section of this planner, I tried keeping a to-do list that looks like this. And then I tried doing a to-do list that looks like this. And then I tried doing a to-do list that I made in quadrants, and it didn't work out so well for me. The reason that the way I was trying to keep to-do tasks here, the reason it didn't work out for me was because I didn't like flipping back and forth in my planner between my weekly layout and my to-do section. So I tried doing that for a little while. And then my next section I tried using as a activity log for when clients would call, for when I would call insurance companies. And I loved having an activity log, but as you can see here, I didn't keep up with it. And I think that for the same reason of not liking flipping back and forth, but I still want to try having an activity log, or at the very least having a phone call log, because I have found that I would like to be able to reference calls that I made to insurance companies, because sometimes I have to call back for the same issue, and I can give them the name of the person I spoke to last time and the call reference number. So I do want to be more diligent about keeping a call log. Here we have some blank paper. This next section is my monthly section. And because I started this planner in end of September, early October, I thought that it would just be easier if I were to kind of bullet journal style my own monthlies on one page. And it was easy. So here is September, October, and then October I didn't write anything in here, November I didn't write anything in here, and December I didn't write anything in here. Having a monthly section in a planner for myself is debatable, because I have 3 months worth of evidence here that I do not use them. I do occasionally want to reference a month, like a certain day or week of a certain month. And when I did, I wouldn't use these monthly pages. I would go to a year at a glance and do that. And it was helpful, more helpful than looking at like a standalone month. These inserts here, let me tell you about these. So these, when I was thinking that I was still going to try to have a monthly section in my planner, and I didn't want to bullet journal style them myself, I didn't want to go through the trouble and the time of making my own inserts for monthlies, I went to Walmart and I found a wall calendar. And that's why these holes are up here, and you can't see it, but there's a perforation across the top, about 1 inch down from the top. And that's because this was originally a hanging wall calendar that as the month went by, you would just tear it off the calendar and then have the next month showing. So I took it off of the frame that it came in, I hole punched it for my disc planner and I threw them in here, and they turned out to be the perfect solution to me not making my own monthly inserts and me not hand designing them. And they're not the best looking monthly inserts, but it's fine, right? Apparently I don't use these enough to look at them anyway. So this was going to be my plan for 2025, to have these pre-made inserts that I found from a wall calendar in Walmart. And I think I paid $5, no more than $5. The paper is not a bright white, and it feels like it could be 28 pound paper. I haven't really tried writing in them, so I don't know. I highlighted a little bit here, but I don't know. I didn't use these to know if there's any shadowing or bleed through. And now I'm going to talk about this in a few minutes. Now I'm not going to use these at all because I'm not using this planner for next year. Yeah, so these monthly pages go all the way up to December 2025. This next section is my weekly section. Here I was experimenting with my own inserts. Here my hourly columns go from 8 a.m. to 9 p.m. and I give myself about an inch space down here at the bottom to do whatever I want with it. Maybe add more time stamps to it, or make a note or anything. And I gave myself a really nice big sidebar here. And I was still testing out this design to see how much I liked it. So I didn't put a lot of effort into decorating it. For in August. Oh, right. Yeah, so a lot of my experimenting with inserts and planners overlap. So here in August, end of August, I started redesigning my insert to give me some space at the bottom so that I could put my to-do lists down here at the bottom. Because having my to-do lists at the front of my planner wasn't working because I wasn't flipping back and forth. I thought that maybe I could keep a to-do section if I incorporated it into my weekly layout. And that is exactly what happened. I did. This was very convenient for me. So that's how I kept going for the rest of the year here. I printed all of my inserts in a way that gave me this space, the bottom bar, to put my to-dos in. October, this is the end of October. Sometimes I would use all of my note space at the bottom, and sometimes I wouldn't. This is the beginning of November. This is, what is this? I didn't do a good job dating my weeks. Okay, so this is the second or third week in November. Oh yeah, a second week. This is the beginning of December now. And that's it. That is when I stopped using my own inserts. This is what my final insert version looked like. Oh, and I printed it on good paper too when I didn't use it. I gave up. Yeah, so this is my blank insert, and it's what ultimately I was happy with. And I stopped using this at the end of the second week in December 15th. So halfway through December, I started experimenting with a new size planner. So let me show you that planner now. Oh, yeah. And then my last section at the very bottom was just note taking. So I have some blank note pages here. I might cut down these blank sheets. I might cut them down to fit in my next planner, but I'm not completely sure. And this is my final planner for this year. I was going to start this planner next year, January 2025, but because I am making my own inserts, I needed to start playing around with the sizing and everything. So I started using this planner in mid-December, and this is what I have. This is a Happy Planner Classic cover on plastic Happy Planner disc rings here. This cover says focus on the good, and down here it says 2023 to 2024. So it was probably a planner that I bought in 2024 on clearance, and took the inside out. This is blank dot grid paper from an accessory pack that I also probably got on clearance. I refuse to pay for anything from Happy Planner regular price. I think Happy Planner is great. I think they use good quality paper, and a lot of their stuff is really cute. I'm not a big fan of the heart holes in the discs. I wish that they were either just a solid disc ring, or I don't know, maybe a circle hole in here. But anyway, I think that they're overpriced. So I will not buy anything that's not on sale or clearance, preferably clearance, right? Because even on sale, a lot of stuff is still way too expensive for what it is. This is blank dot grid paper that came from an accessory pack that was from their self-care line, and I forget what that is called. So we have some paper here in the beginning, and then I have this. It's a free printable from the Coffee Monster Co. This is a year at a glance for 2024, and on the back I have their year at a glance 2025, and I printed it wrong. Well, not wrong, but off. And so what I also did is I printed out another 2025 year at a glance, because I want to start keeping track of my migraines. And so I want to highlight a particular day that I had a migraine, and if I highlight on the year at a glance here from the Coffee Monsters Co., it'll be more difficult to see because I printed these in color, and there's other stuff going on here. So I think it'll be easier to see a pattern, if there is one, of my migraines if I track them in this very plain black and white year at a glance. And this I just got from Excel. If you open up a blank Excel sheet and you hit the icon for a new page or a new sheet, you can type into their search box whatever you want, and it'll give you results of Excel sheets that are already designed. a spreadsheet or a calendar. So that is where I got this from. And my laser printer did something funny here. It doesn't look great here. Here, I am experimenting with monthly pages. I don't know why I am having a hard time giving up on monthly pages, because I did not use my monthlies in, I decorated my monthlies in my Big Happy planner. I kind of used and decorated my monthlies in my Erin Condren, but very little. I just didn't use them enough. And then in my own letter size planner, I had monthlies and didn't use them or decorate them at all. But for some reason, I am having a hard time giving up on them. And to be honest, I think the reason is that planners always come with a monthly section in them. Either they have a monthly section or the monthly pages are inserted in throughout the weekly sections, you know, kind of like Erin Condren and Happy Planner. Maybe I feel like I don't have a comprehensive planner that I make myself if I don't include a monthly section. So I printed 1 month per page, and I think I got these monthly layouts from another pre-made Excel document. I don't know, guys. I mean, it doesn't hurt to have them in here, right? The only way I could see it negatively impacting me is if my planner gets too heavy, too bulky, too thick, and I have a whole bunch of monthlies in here without being used. You know, they would just be taking up space. So if that ever happens, I guess I can just come in here and yank them out. So at the end of my monthly section, I have a pocket folder from that self-care Happy Planner accessory pack. And it came with a few stickers that are quite beautiful. After this pocket folder, I have a page marker here that is also from the same accessory pack. It says "Be Present." And then my weekly starts. And here is what my weekly looks like. This is for the 3rd week in December. Let me show you a blank one. This is pretty much an identical version of my weekly layout that I had in my big size letter size planner. Figuring out how to make this classic size version of that letter size insert, it was way more complicated than it should have been, and I might share that journey in a future video, maybe like a plan with me video perhaps. But it was this whole thing, but this is what I ended up with. I'm happy with it. It looks proportionate. It gives me the note-taking space I want at the bottom. It gives me a slightly more narrow sidebar, which is perfect too, because I think that having that wider sidebar in my letter size insert was giving me a hard time when decorating. So it turned out perfect. Yeah, so far this is what I have planned and decorated in my new planner that I will be using for 2025. I will be using through the end of 2024. So I have 2 more weeks in December. I am excited about using this new classic size planner. It is the inserts are 7 by 9.25. I would not be surprised if at some point during 2025 I decide that I want to experiment with yet another size planner. I really like my big size planner because the inserts are on 8.5 by 11 size paper, and so I don't have to trim them. I can just print them, punch them, and throw them in here. Because this is classic size, I have to trim them. I will tell you in a future video why I have to trim them and not just print on this size paper. So I have to trim everything I put in here. So there you have it. This 2023-2024, it doesn't bother me. I have other covers that can change this out with, but I know what year my planner is that I'm working out of. It's not like having the wrong year down here at the bottom is going to confuse me or anything. So thank you so much for watching, and I hope it was entertaining, as entertaining as the flip through could be. And feel free to share any thoughts with me. And I will see you again really, really soon. Bye.